everybody. This is day 8, I think, from the 30-day. Promised myself I'm gonna post every day for 30 days standing practice challenge. Perfect time during the pandemic. And yes, I am wearing yesterday's clothes, and I bet you're wearing yesterday's clothes too. So we can celebrate the doing less laundry, maybe. I seem to have outdoor clothes and indoor clothes. So I'm indoors like 5 days a week and outdoors doing things 2 days a week. Well, let's begin. So this is a standing practice that I have been evolving for the past 4 years, and it started with classes at Zen Shiatsu Chicago, where I completed my regular Zen Shiatsu training 2 Septembers ago, and then I completed the postgraduate clinical studies last June, and I work in the office on Mondays. I practice in the professional clinic, and now I'm in teacher training, yay, to do beginning Zen Shiatsu classes next year. So this is a practice that can strengthen and balance your body, and it can be done to any varying degree of difficulty, intensity, or calm based on what you need at the time. And that's one of the reasons I like it, as well as the fact that it is very freeing and there aren't necessarily rules. The idea is to really tune into your body, and you're trying to activate certain muscle groups more than you're trying to make it look a certain way. So this is all about feeling into you, which has really helped me get out of formerly chronic low back pain. And, you know, I'm just happier to feel freer and to feel all of the different ways my body can move now that I know how to keep all of the different areas awake and circulating. All right, so to begin, we're going to stir up the chi. And this is a practice that has been around for a very long time. There were political and all sorts of different reasons why spirituality and the arts and our fighting martial arts have been separated that's a whole nother video. So we're gonna kind of put everything back together with the tuning into our body and just kind of stirring up the chi, which is a sense of movement. And you can translate chi and movement to anywhere from the body fluids inside to your thoughts and your experience of your imagination outside of yourself, movement of the actual muscles and the organs, etc., the fascial lines or the meridian systems. So let's begin, and we'll see if I can do this right. I mean, it's all right because I'm doing it right. I've started it. I've just begun. It's a new moment. But as far as the classical way of doing it, I'm trying to both follow that and just get motivated enough to take some action, and a nice balance between the two. Tap, 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 clouds. And then what? I was supposed to do the back thing twice. Oh well, I mixed that up. Right. Oh, I forgot. I'm missing the tap the foot thing. I'll add it this time. We are always students, right? I could be learning this stuff forever. And there's a whole bunch of symbolism and what all of this stuff means in the body too. That. Okay, and now I do this one. And it's like kids playing, right? It's just like free and awesome and fun and whatever. Oh, no, now I do this one. Yeah. It's funny. And it's supposed to be faster, which makes it even more funny. All right, so now I'm gonna do a bunny. So we would wanna think about a bunny through all of the phases. Right now we're gonna just kind of activate the muscle groups to make it like a bunny in our bodies. So we're kind of connecting our lower body with our upper body, focusing on one side at a time. So this is kind of like a yoga kind of a move where you're engaging here and here, just this side of the body independently, and then this side. And a bunny utilizes that to jump, or hoppy hop. So we're going to start like this, and then feel that sense of engagement, and go up on your toes. Can you see that? Yeah, your toes and your wrists. And feeling that sense of this is so engaged all up in here through the pelvis that I'm going to hop by bringing my body towards, bringing all of the sections towards each other. The bunny's sleeping, water, and then the bunny wakes up and sees something, wood, or whatever's next. And then it's like, hey, I think I want to have that. So then it gets some fire, fire. And then it's like, I'm gonna jump to get that. And then it eats. And then it enjoys. And then it rests. And you can do that with all of these animals. We're going to do the bunny again. All right. Now the dog is a little bit like downward dog, but your palms are like this, So you're engaging more of here. And I feel like it's nice on my wrists in a different way. And then, again, it's less of a yoga move and more of a be playful like a doggy. And I couldn't do this for 17 years because I had a low back tightness. So I feel like a playful puppy now that I can move myself. The 40s feel way better than the 20s and 30s. Yay, movement. All right, and then there's a frog. And I like the bear. The bear always feels good on my back because you're engaging this whole long section in like a stretching movement. And it's just so like not controlled. You're focusing on the muscles and the feeling more than the what's the right way to do it. And that, I mean, a really great yoga teacher is going to do that too, get you into the feeling of the muscles, but this is good for my playful spirit right at this moment, stuck in the house. All right, and there are some other ones. I think I was calling it a dolphin, but it's really a seahorse. And this one is engaging the back kind of the opposite way that the bear. All right, so let's see, Scott had us focusing on your heels in the sense of standing practice. Your muscles engaged all the way up through your back and shoulders. And if you start with your heels planted on the floor, engaging your calves upward, then it's easier to just, yeah, that takes no work at all. And then I can feel from the base of my head down to my heel engaged. And this was one of the things that really helped with my low back like 2 years ago when I was first introduced to this part of the standing practice, this Daoyin part, because I had been doing different types of standing practice. All right, so there are lots more. Let's see, who's the tree was? Fire, wood. Wood is muscle. Fire is like an openness. And earth is stable, rooted, and water. All right. And now I'm going to stand. And it seems like it might be boring, but it's about what you're putting your attention on. And I don't know if you can tell in the picture, but my attention was just kind of not paying attention. I was noticing my feet, how they were planted on the ground, but now I'm going to activate different muscles. And if I engage the whole outside and inside of my leg, you can see how that shifts my whole body. Like it strengthens my lower body, and then it gives tone all the way up through here. Engage like the bear and the seahorse on the back. And it's not about, putting yourself in some contrived position. It's about activating the muscles towards strength. And that always feels really good for me. And then the shoulders just kind of dropping where they go. Doing like I'm a little princess ballerina. And then the shoulders go back where they go, and then you kind of leave your rib cage expanded. And breathe. You can feel the breath filling up your entire torso. Keep noticing your breath. Notice anywhere that feels like there's a part of your body that's saying, hey, like it's bringing attention to itself, and you can acknowledge it. Bring breath, bring light. The whole stillness practice is something that I do loosely. Because I feel like if something wants to move, if I've stood for a minute and it's really talking to me, I should move. That has helped me unwind the chronic pain. To listen to what my body needs. So whereas some people literally stand stone still to separate the physical body from all the other shmush, blah, 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 blah. I do like to move when I need to move, and then I go back. Sometimes I like to imagine I'm breathing lightness into my system. What I tell my clients in like a little guided meditation when we're just beginning is breathe light, like this is from the intro workshop that Steve has at the school, and I modified it a little bit and do it with every client when they first lay down. To breathe into your low belly, like these are Steve's words, breathing in through a straw. And then imagine it's light, like the sunshine, or lightness like a cloud, or lightness like a blank sheet of paper. And to add a little bit more intensity, it's early in the day. This engages more here. I'm already quite warm, quite hot in a room that tends to be a little drafty. But all of this movement really has, oh, and I have these ridiculous lights on. I'm quite warm and sweating right now. And really, I've just had fun. And it's like, it's not about reps, which, I really like to do sometimes. But right now, just kind of following my structure with what it wants to do to move on its own. Relax your jaw. Relax your eyes. I'm a singer, so I tend to just like to sing all the time, and I always end up with a song popping in my head while I'm doing these. And then I don't want to sing them because of copyright infringement issues, so I'm going to hum, and I encourage you to hum or sing or put on whatever feels good to you. And I like to feel the resonance through my whole face, and then if I'm really tuned in, I can feel it through my chest and my head. And in this state of stillness, I can feel it travel through the rest of my body, actually. Weeks ago, there was a Music Therapists Association conference, and Katie was talking about toning, which I had not heard of as a term, but it sounded like this kind of hum kind of a thing. The conference setting was quite busy and chaotic, and she had a friend who was receiving from me at the time, so she was doing this beautiful sound creation. And it was something to focus attention on in a busy environment. And I think that's what music does for me too. Having headphones on, or if the news is on and I just can't tolerate, my housemate just needs to watch the news or some daytime TV show that is just too much, I just walk around with my headphones just low enough that I can hear if conversation is happening, but it's a refocus for my brain. Imagine all the space around you. Imagine where the lake is. Where is the center of the earth? Where are the stars? Just putting that picture of far away into your imagination changes how you're focusing on your body or not focusing on your body. You can imagine at a cellular level, or in between every cell in your system, and then imagine where are the stars. What is connected? Is everything connected? Am I connected to you? What is connection? What is the stuff? What is the stuff of reality? Notice yourself in this room, wherever you are, sitting, standing, laying down, taking a walk. Notice your feet connecting to, or the rest of your body, connecting to what is supported by the earth. My heels. All right. Well, thank you for joining me for this practice that was a little more enlivening and informative. And I will catch you another time. If you have an opportunity to click around, pay attention to if you need restful standing practice, or if you need a wake up and get out the door quickly standing practice. I've got a whole bunch of different ones, and I invite you to share these with your family. I know when there are kids in the household or intergenerational connections that aren't, places that you connect with typically for like 10 hours a day, it's an opportunity to just try something new. So while this is not a puzzle, this is a game in some ways, because someone can imagine an animal next. You could make it part of a dance party to have the different animal movements. Just add some play. And thank you so much. I am grateful for you and this practice and the technology to share it with you. Goodbye.